Garth Pollock, devoted Baha'i pioneer, serving the faith of Baha'u'llah on 4 continents over the course of 4 decades, will long be remembered for his gentle, pure-hearted, deeply spiritual, and ever-uplifting company. As we contemplate his well-lived earthly life.
About the joy that this brings to the House of Justice, I think it's impossible for any of us to imagine what it would be like to be thinking about the spiritual destiny of the world and trying to learn from this revelation, this amazing revelation that is organic and interactive, one in which the House of Justice a number of years ago said, building a new world order is no easy task. That's almost an understatement, isn't it? Building a new world order is no easy task, especially if you've never done it before. And so the House of Justice is...
Garth Pollock was born in California and grew up in the coastal area of San Jose. He became a member of the Baha'i faith at the age of 17. In his early 20s, Garth pioneered to Bolivia, living there for 17 years. There, he helped to establish a language school and to found Nur University. His early experience with institute training next called him to 5 years of service in Albania, not long after that country's emergence from the communist Eastern Bloc. There he worked with Health for Humanity and contributed to the work of the Baha'i community. He met and married his wife Karen Jensen in 1997, and they moved to Zambia, where they stayed for 12 years. There they had 2 sons, Ryan and Scott. During this time, Garth co-founded a foundation to help youth become agents for change within their local communities in Zambia. It was during this period that Garth was appointed a member of the Continental Board of Counselors for Africa. After completing his term of service and having lived in Africa, Eastern Europe, and South America, he returned to the United States. It wasn't long before Garth was serving the institution of the counselors once more, this time as a member of the Board for the Americas. Work he embraced with characteristic energy and faithfulness until his illness forced him to step down. Garth was known to travel great lengths and accept hardships to further the faith's progress. He will long be remembered with warm appreciation and deepest gratitude by his family, his friends, and fellow believers.
The way we learned about the Institute was kind of a step-by-step way. At first we were learning to study the materials, and I know my first attempts at tutoring, I was just so happy to have gotten through the materials, and it didn't blow up. And people really appreciated it and appreciated the process. And then the House of Justice said that really
the Universal House of Justice wrote this letter in tribute to Garth's life on May 28, 2018.
To the National Spiritual Assembly of the Baha'is of the United States, the news of the passing of devoted, steadfast promoter of the cause of Baha'u'llah, Garth Pollock, has brought deep sorrow to our hearts. His many years of consecrated service in the fields of teaching and social and economic development, and as a pioneer on 3 continents, were characterized by unwavering constancy, selfless dedication, and a wise application of the teachings to local circumstances. In particular, we recall with fond admiration his years of service as a member of the Continental Boards of Counselors in Africa and in the Americas. His appreciation of the potential of others, both young and old, and his remarkable ability to foster a culture of learning enabled him to contribute distinctly to raising the capacity of individuals and institutions and to establishing the Training Institute on a firm foundation in numerous lands. kindly convey to his dear wife Karen, their sons Ryan and Scott, and other family members our heartfelt sympathy in their bereavement, and assure them of our ardent supplications at the sacred threshold for the progress of his noble soul in the Abha Kingdom. We call for memorial services to be held in his honor in the houses of worship in Kampala, Panama City, Santiago, and Wilmette, and for commemorative gatherings to take place in communities throughout Africa and the Americas, as well as in Albania. The Universal House of Justice.